Right now, we've got Scout Taylor-Compton. Scout, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. I got to say, first off, I love the name Scout.
Oh, thank you.
Where'd that come from? Was that is there a story behind that or just a cool name?
Yeah, no, it comes from the book To Kill a Mockingbird.
That's what I was going to ask. I was like, that's where I fell in love with the name.
Yeah, my friends are my parents are hippies, so.
That's what I found. Like a lot of the people with really cool names, when you ask them about it, it all goes back to their parents being hippies.
Yeah.
So that works. Halloween 2, the new big movie starring you. Tell us a little bit about it. Give us the whole premise for the movie.
Well, basically, it picks up right after the first one. It picks up for going through this really emotional roller coaster, and then it goes to a year later, and it kind of explains how Laurie's trying to cope with the situation, and she's kind of having very mental problems and going through this big emotional ordeal, and then Michael comes back, and just another Michael and Laurie chase. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but it's definitely really more brutal than the first one, and really more raw.
That's cool, taking it to that next gruesome level.
Yeah.
What's it like working with Rob Zombie? I mean, obviously we know what he looks like. We know that he's a rocker. He's a little twisted. What's it like to have him in charge of the whole project?
He's amazing. He's an amazing, intelligent human being. And doing the first one, I was completely nervous, especially, looking at him. He's really crazy. He's kind of crazy looking. But I loved working with him. I really did. There's definitely a trust that we built between doing the first one and doing this one, and we trust each other on set, so he made me feel very comfortable.
Very cool.
He's a cool guy.
Very cool. What got you into acting in the first place? You started pretty young. What was was it something that always has appealed to you?
My parents got me into it. I was very talkative as a kid. I had high energy, and I lied a lot. I was really good at lying. So my mom got me into it, and we got camps in the beginning, and I absolutely hated it in the beginning, but then I realized that, hey, I'm kind of good at this. I might want to stick with this.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what I am now.
Perfect. I was reading somewhere that in the future you've got some options. Obviously, you like the acting thing. You're also doing a singing project. You're doing music on the side, but then also you might want to be a mortician or coroner someday. Yeah,
my dad's a mortician. My dad's a mortician and a coroner, so I grew up in that world, so it kind of fascinates me. But I think I'm going to stick with the acting.
That's working. That's working out for right now.
Yeah.
Put the mortician thing on the back burner. People will still be dying if you decide to get out of acting, so you'll still have a job. Perfect.
I'll still have a job.
Another big movie that you're doing, Halloween 2, obviously is going to be huge, but The Runaways is a movie that's getting a lot of hype with Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning there, and you're obviously one of the Runaways there. What was that like?
It was amazing. When they offered me to play Lita Ford, the lead guitarist, I was kind of blown away and that they were offering me it. But it was a really amazing experience. We formed like a real band, and each of the girls played their own instruments, and it was just a lot of hard work. But it turned out to be a beautiful film. Yeah,
I've heard a lot of good things from people that have seen pieces of it. There, is it cool to go from being like the young? I mean, obviously you're still young, but the young actress that's trying, really hard to get these roles to all of a sudden getting such cool projects like this and getting to work on Obsessed with Beyonce and getting to work, with Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning. Like, how cool is that to work with people that you've these huge stars?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm really lucky. I honestly wouldn't have thought that this would be my life 5 years ago. I'm really lucky, and I'm really honored, and I hope that I continue to work with amazing people.
Are they all as cool as we would think? I don't need you to name any names, but are there any big stars that you were really looking forward to working with that when you actually got on set you realized this person's not as cool as I thought they were going to be?
No, actually, surprisingly, everybody's been really cool. Joe Pesci I worked with, he's an amazing guy. Helen Mirren I worked with. Joan Jett I was a fan of, and she's really down to earth. Beyonce's really great. I mean, everybody's really good so far.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would hate to have a huge disappointment, go on set and think Beyonce, I'm so excited to meet you, and don't talk to me, little girl.
Yeah, exactly.
That wouldn't be fun. Obviously, you're busy with all the projects and stuff. What do you do to keep it real? What do you do on your own time to kind of stay grounded?
I hang out with my friends. I have really close friends, and they understand my world. And I usually at night I kind of chill out and go to the spot that right by my house and write and look at the stars. I know it's girly, but that's kind of what I do to unwind.
Yeah, you're a girl, so that makes sense. That's awesome. It's cool. What's the deal with your side project, the music stuff? Is that kind of super on the side, or is that something that you're pretty passionate about?
Actually, it's something that I've really got into lately. I want to form a band. I don't want it to be like the Scout's singing now. I want to actually form a band. So I'm very anxious to get that going, and I'm actually looking right now, and I've written a lot of stuff, so I'm anxious to let people hear it.
Very cool. Well, I'm anxious to see Halloween 2. Very much looking forward to it, starring Scout Taylor-Compton. It's been great talking to you, Scout, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good one, and good luck in your career.
You too.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.